Hey, how y'all doing? I'm just talking about how I made the songs on the Going Through It album. This one is about I'm Okay and Doubt and Hope. I'm doing it too for I'm Okay was written during a time where I wasn't even sure about my living situation. I didn't have anywhere up in the area near my school to live, but it was time for me to get out of the student housing, and the most that they were able to afford me was another day. Past the day that it was time for me to leave, I had just managed to sign a new lease, but the new lease didn't start for me until 11 days after this one ended. So I was living in a hotel for a week and a half, and that was like when I wrote this song out. This is still during the time that my emotions were messed up over what I was talking about in Closer. And it's crazy, not crazy, that's how life goes, but it sucks that you have all of this stuff to do necessities wise, but you still have all of these things going on between you and other people, and there's no stopping, no break, no chill for anything to just be handled and processed before you move on to the next thing. Like, no, there's always something going on at the same time. And while I'm dealing with the pain of an emotional thing with a personal relationship, still gotta worry about where I'm gonna live. It was a lot weighing down on my mind. Sometime like in that time, I wrote in my journal, and I wasn't writing in a physical journal. I was doing notes app on the phone, and I wrote out like everything that I wish I could say to her, and I literally just took the journal entry and just went piece by piece of it and arranged the words from the journal entry into rhyme. Also, at the same time, I had the idea that I really just wanted to make a beat that was in 7, and I wanted to flow over a beat that was in 7, and not just like catch the rhythm, but flow. And when I talk about flow, I'm talking about like the different intricate rhythms going over bar lines and all of that. So that was what I wanted, and I was able to, while I was just sitting in the hotel, I got my thing together, made a beat, tried making a melody, just started from the melody, started from the bird noises. I don't know why there's bird noises, but they're there. And yeah, I made the beat. The first part of it is in 7/8. The second part is in 7/4. Somehow it felt different to me at the time when I made it. The first part being like, the whole first thing, and then how much attempt I make to change my nature, it's never gonna make up. At that point is when it becomes 7/4 instead of 7/8. But yeah. And that really is it for I'm Okay. I went and recorded it in the practice rooms at the school, and then I showed it to my friends, and they were like, well, it's very colorful. You hit us with the colors, yeah. And the enunciation and they liked it. They said that they liked it because it was chaotic and colorful. Now, talking about Doubt and Hope, that story is also relatively simple. I wrote those verses for something else, like for another performance, and then I decided that I wanted to make them a verse of their own, or a song of their own. And there was one night where I couldn't sleep. It was a Saturday night. I couldn't sleep at all. And I was just like, I had it in my mind to do that I was gonna do it at some point. So I was just like, let me go ahead and work on it. I made the beat. Don't even remember the production process that much. I don't even remember where I started, but I knew at the time I was obsessed with Stars from JID, and I kind of modeled the beat off of the beat from that song. Like I modeled the same kick pattern, and for a little bit used the same bass pattern, but once I had that down, everything else just came on its own. Like, it's just completely different, and I think I changed the bass line too. Only thing I really kept was a semblance of the kick pattern. But yeah, I made the beat and recorded it in one night. And also, this is another instance of a song that was made from a journal entry. Those are things that I was thinking about, because the whole situation that I've been talking about for the past 2 songs caused me to see myself different and change the way I looked at life and everything. So that was a whole journal entry talking about seeing things from a neutral perspective, so that when good things come, you can recognize them as pleasant or unpleasant or whatever, or when bad things come, you can recognize them as unpleasant or purposeful or whatever, and then like you can just experience everything as it is, as it's coming, instead of dealing with toxic positivity and trying to find a silver lining in everything, because there isn't always a silver lining. Sometimes something is just suckish, or sometimes it was there for a reason, or sometimes it wasn't there for a reason and it was just the fallout of somebody's mess or of your own or something. You know what I'm saying? You're able to recognize what is and recognize what's coming to you, but then like if you decide to find delight in things, you can find delight in little stuff, and that's where joy comes from. That's something that I'm working on, been working on it since then, still working now. But when I made this song and when I wrote the chorus of it, I knew it was a hit when I wrote the chorus. That was the main reason I was excited for it, to put it out like as a single, is because I knew the chorus was tight. The way I had it, it was only playing once. The part where I said 3 minutes, the longest I think y'all will stay around, I had actually set the song to end there, but one of my bros was like, yo, I need to hear this chorus again, so that's why I put it again at the end. All that being said, I hope you're enjoying the album. I hope you're enjoying these songs. Like the album, stream it, share it with whoever you know is gonna love it. And I hope something that I've said has given you words to describe your own experience with, or is just sticking with you. Hopefully in a good way. Bye-bye, be easy.